According to the article, emergency department visits, about 70% of patients in the ER room wait over 15 minutes to get seen by a nurse. This matters to us because each one of us has a 41% chance of landing in the ER at some point. This is an issue we care about because Amir and I are both pre-nursing students, and all of us have done enough research on the nursing shortage to conclude that if there isn't a change done, there will be a lot of problems in the healthcare facilities.
The general population should be concerned about the nursing shortage. Today, we explore the primary contributing factors affecting the nursing shortage. We will explore the harmful effects and provide a couple of solutions. Today, Amir will be talking about the major causes of the nursing shortage.
Thank you, Preston. Although the nursing shortage is caused by a wide range of factors, the primary factors that have caused and worsened the shortage are nursing schools and the retiring of the workforce, also known as the baby boom generation. It is believed by many that the most critical factor affecting the nursing shortage in the U.S. is the nursing school's inability to increase enrollment due to the fact that there is a shortage going on with the nursing school faculty. According to a 2006 article written by the Medical Executive Council, a AACN survey reported that the U.S. nursing schools turned away 79,659 qualified applicants from the nursing program in 2012. This was due to an insufficient number of faculty, clinical sites, classroom space, and budget constraints. In result, RN enrollments in schools of nursing are currently down. In the fall of 2000, entry-level BSN enrollment fell by 2.1%, dropping for the 6th year in a row, according to the AACN. It has been said that these numbers are only predicted to worsen over time. The second most critical factor that has contributed to the nursing shortage is the U.S. nursing's population is aging and more nurses are beginning to retire or moving into the primary care settings, which has resulted in the healthcare facilities needing more nurses. With that being said, according to the article, the U.S. is running out of nurses, written by Rebecca Grant in 2016. In the very near future, nearly 700,000 nurses are estimated to retire or leave the labor force by 2024. There won't be nearly enough nurses to take those empty positions once the time comes. To continue, it has been stated in the 2013 survey conducted by the National Council of State Boards of Nursing. They state that 55% of the RN workforce is currently 50 years of age or older. They predict that more than 1 million registered nurses will reach retirement age within the next 10 to 15 years. Nurses make up the greatest single component in a healthcare setting, and although the nursing shortage may not seem as bad as it looks, it really is. And it is only going to continue to worsen if it's not changed. Now I have Jenny here to share with you guys a little more about why nurses are so important to us.
Thanks, Amira. Nurses are caregivers. According to Rigel P., accessed on March 27, 2017, out of all the staff in the healthcare profession, nurses are the ones who deal with the patients directly. They spend the most time with them. Our nurses do things such as make sure that their patients have the right medications at the right amount of time and that they get the right dosage. Nurses also have the duty to correctly assess their patients and determine what is going on with them. They empathize with their patients. They truly put themselves in their patients' positions and treat them as they'd like to be treated. Nurses make sure to follow a strict care plan that's made specifically for each individual. As stated on the article, nurses take on new and expanded roles on healthcare, accessed on March 27, 2017. In order to achieve optimal recovery, it is crucial that these nurses follow the care step by step. Nurses are also great critical thinkers. Critical thinking is by far the most important role that a nurse has. For a nurse, critical thinking can be used when identifying the problem, coming up with a solution for the problem, and determining what the best method is to go about it. That's stated by Rusnick P., accessed on March 29, 2017. As a nurse, critical thinking is something that goes with your everyday routine. If you can't critical think as a nurse, then you can't provide optimal care. As you can see, without nurses in the healthcare system, it would not run as smoothly as it does. Patients would not receive the care that they expect and that they deserve. and it would be a lot more tougher on the rest of the staff. Nurses only make the job easier and make us, the patients, feel that they care about us on a level higher than just our caregivers. The jobs of hospital staff would be a lot more difficult if the nurses weren't around. If the nursing shortage continues on the road it's on, there will be lots of issues in the nursing facilities. They are needed in order to keep the facilities running smoothly and efficiently. Nurses are a huge part of why healthcare facilities are as successful as they are today. Without them, many people's lives would be put at risk. I now leave you with Preston to tell you about how he can fix this issue that inherently affects us all.
Thank you. Institutions should place a greater importance on the nursing shortage. Federal, local, and universities. They need to recognize these critical points. Currently, about 80% of older adults have at least one critical illness. 2, older adults, about 65% of older adults have at least 2. That number is only expected to increase to a ratio of 1 in 5 by the year 2050. Universities also need to play an active role in the nursing shortage. They need to provide an adequate faculty, clinical sites, classroom sites, and enough budget in order to maintain these facilities. Universities also need to play an active role in the recruitment process. They need to be actively seeking senior staff and senior nurses in order to educate future nurses of tomorrow. Lastly, they need to more appropriately reallocate student resources and student funds so that they can properly afford these resources.
Today, we explored why the general population should be concerned about the current nursing shortage in the U.S. To review, we talked about what is causing the nursing shortage, which included nursing schools and retiring nurses being the most critical contributing factors to the shortage.
Then we explored the effects of the nursing gap on American lives and how essential nurses are to the healthcare profession. The role that they play makes the whole facility run so much smoother and efficiently. Without these nurses, the jobs of healthcare providers would be a lot more difficult, and patients would not receive the quality care that they deserve.
Lastly, I provide a few solutions, such as how federal, local, and universities need to do their part in order to ensure that we have enough nurses for tomorrow. These solutions included how federal and local institutions can do their part to recognize these dangers of the nursing shortage. Secondly, I talked about how universities can do their part, specifically with recruiting senior nurses as well as properly reallocating funds. If we don't recognize these dangers, then we are putting ourselves at risk for not allowing enough nurses to enter the workforce. So I encourage all of you to write your universities, encourage that a proper reallocation of funds as well as enough staff to be recruited into our universities so that we can ensure enough nurses in our healthcare. Thank you.
Thank you.